Good day, grade 11s. My name is Patience Ngobeni, and I will be taking you through today's exciting revision lesson under business environment. Now, remember, grade 11s, this is the second part of business environment where we are going to firstly focus on the subtopic called business sectors. Now, if you remember correctly, we have three different business sectors that are involved in the production process. We firstly have the primary sector, the secondary, and the tertiary sector. Now, we are going to look at all of these in details where we analyze each meaning, the activities that happen under the sectors, and how the three sectors link, or we look at their interrelatedness. Now, the revising keywords that you are going to come across in this lesson include the primary sector, which is defined as a sector that deals with the extraction, the collection, or cultivation of raw materials and natural resources from nature. Now, very important to look at these keywords because they help you in identifying the different sector from given scenarios. We also have the secondary sector, which is responsible in transforming or producing the raw materials from the primary sector into finished and semi-finished products. Again, look at the keywords that will help you to identify from the scenario. We then have the tertiary sector, which is responsible for rendering the services to bring products or services close to the consumer. Then it is very common that you might have a difficulty in identifying the activities in each business sector. Now, I have already mentioned this in the previous slide, that for you to be able to execute this perfectly is that you must know the keywords under each sector. Now, remember that the moment we talk about extractions of raw material or nature, this should tell you that this is the primary sector. Then the moment we talk about manufacturing or producing, then we are referring to the secondary sector. Then when we offer services to customers, now we are talking about the tertiary sector. Then you might also struggle in discussing the interrelatedness of each sector. Now, to give you a quick hint is that with this, they simply want you to discuss how is it that one sector depends on another. So you must think to yourself that if we do not have the secondary sector, for example, how is the primary and the tertiary going to struggle? Now let's then look at the primary sector. As we have already mentioned, we are dealing with the extraction of raw materials from nature. Now, because we are extracting, these are the things that we are going to do. It includes your agriculture. So this would link to your agriculture. We also have fishing, we have forestry, and we also have mining. So these are the different activities that happen in the primary. Now, it's also a hint as to how you can identify these in given scenarios. Then let's take a look at the secondary sector. So we have said already that in the secondary sector, we deal with transforming or producing or even manufacturing the raw materials from the primary sector into finished and semi-finished products. Now you can already see that if there is no primary sector, then it means that secondary sector will have nothing to manufacture. Then let's look at the activities. So the secondary sector deals with manufacturing. So they take the products into and turn them into semi-finished or finished products. We also have construction, where you will see the buildings that are being constructed on a daily basis. We have baking as well. And then these things happen in factories. We also have electricity generation. So now you must know that the light that you are seeing is because there is manufacturing of power which is happening in the secondary sector. Then let's take a look at the tertiary sector, where we are responsible to render services to bring products or service close to our customers. Now, very important to know is that this sector is also known as the service industry, and it exists to facilitate the transportation, the distribution, and the sale of goods produced by the secondary sector. So we are either offering a service which is intangible, or we are selling products that have already been manufactured by the secondary sector. Now, the activities that you will find in the tertiary sector include your financing, your hospitality, retailers and wholesalers, your storage, tourism, as well as transportation. Now, as you can see, these are either services or we are then selling a product that is already tangible. Now, I know grade 11s that what I have already said is a mouthful. So I am going to give you a few minutes to process this information, and I will see you after an ad break.